touchback.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28. Here's Tua. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards there as they connect on the quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Oh, hit as he throws there. Incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. Jake Bailey on now to punt here on 4th down. This is taken around the 12. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll start the drive with Drake. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And this returnable for Hill. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But do you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it?
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he can even get started. Score that tackle for loss to the Wyoming alumnus, Logan Wilson.
Partner, one thing I was lousy at growing up, track and field. I could never anticipate the start before a race, but how about that backer? He figured it out, jumped the count, and turned it into a really nice play for his defense.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Tua. Open net is Waddle, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Tua to his Alabama teammate Waddle. First down, Miami. Looking to pass. Tua. Another catch there for Waddle. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, and said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was out there waving his arm saying, throw it here, dropped it, not a good look.
Well, all I can do is just look at him with contempt on that one. As a defensive back, I'm saying, not as an announcer. Just like, really?
A little bit of a diva look, isn't it?
Yeah, very much so, because I think what happens is he just had too much time to think. He's wide open now. Here comes the ball, and he doesn't concentrate and drop.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's at the 50. And the Bengals are going to take possession of the football. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
First down. Here's Burrow. They will find Davis. That's complete. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space. First carry here for Joe Mixon. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. We're scoreless after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they go to work on a 1st and goal.
Gun. Stop.
Mixon. No signal, and now they say he did not get in. He is stonewalled at the 1. Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by McPherson, good, and it's now a 7-0 game. touchdown. McPherson on to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. In a close game like this, Charles, those interceptions like they had on the last drive could be costly, but here they've got another opportunity. He's got a man, complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know they're going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat and kept them away from him, and he's able to step up in the pocket and fire one now for a really good strike.
And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
Here we go.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Now a run up the middle with Drake. And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. The Bengals had 0-3 here to begin the campaign. And you hate to have to say it this early in the season, but getting close to must-win time, is it not?
And I totally understand why you expressed it that way, because it's so early in the season, it feels like hyperbole. But I think you are spot on this one. Yes, there's still time to turn things around, but they've got to start to win right now if they have any hopes of trying to make the playoffs.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. And now they will throw it with Burrow. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb.
Coming off of a Pro Bowl season 2020, many of us were stunned when Bradley Chubb had 0 sacks in 2021. That did come in only a 7-game season due to injuries. Cause for some concern, but he also had 19.5 sacks in his first 2 years as a full-time starter.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. On 4th down, here's Presley Harvin on to punt. Here's Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, and that's one of the most dynamic positions in football now. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
Tua now on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on 1st down to set him back on 2nd. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. From midfield, here's Tua. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Ready.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner. And with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where he didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And the Dolphins beef up the secondary here as they look to stop him on 3rd down. And they go play action now. Burrow, he's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man, complete.
And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. And that extra yardage makes this upcoming field goal attempt much more manageable.
Agreed, because when you talk to defensive coordinators, they always tell us the 35-yard line on our side of the field, that's the line we guard the most aggressively, because once they get there, they believe they're in field goal range.
Here we go.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. final play of the half for Burrow and company. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
McPherson's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive. Mixon will get it to start the second half. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
On second and 11 now. Burrow. It's caught by Davis.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
On third down, Burrow. Right back to Davis. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to make it fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Watch out for Hill on the return. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And they will take over first and 10. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got him in, complete, and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and the lead is now 14-10. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 44 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
As Ja'Marr Chase picks up a first down here, how about a quick reflection on his debut as a rookie? Set a new rookie receiving record and the Bengals franchise record with 1,455 yards and was third in the league in touchdowns. He became only the second rookie receiver named All-Pro since 1998, joining.
And this is caught. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal.
Drake is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. Give the sack to Jerome Baker.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7, third and goal. Burrow looking to pass.
Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Bengals have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson out the game.
And it's now 17-14.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson.
And this is caught at the 20. It's a big play there for Miami. 46 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up even more big plays.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. This will be caught just inside the 10. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Here we go.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now is where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Now Tua going to try and sneak it.
And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started.
No, 52. Ready?
They'll try it now with Mostert.
And he'll wind up being knocked back to the 3-yard line. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the result, instead of the chip shot to tie, they turn the ball over on downs.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting first downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
I'm on, right?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground, Mixon again. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of mystery.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football.
A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
After the turnover, it's Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd down and 12. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down.
Fourth down, 4th quarter. Here's Tua.
Touchdown! Tyler Kroft from 4 yards out.
And the Dolphins have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
Sanders now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Dolphins 21, Bengals 17. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 48-yard line.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Gun.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
Sets up 4th down.
Here we go.
Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So obviously that one really hurts not to be able to convert. But this one's not over yet, Charles. Look at the clock, and then also 2 timeouts still left for him.
And if I'm coaching the defense, I think I'm going all out. And what I mean by that is nothing but pressure packages going at them. I'm going to force them on offense to kind of gamble a little bit because I will leave openings, all right? You can sting me, but how often will they want to do that? They're going to want to run the ball and bleed the clock. I'm going after them, hoping to make a big play.
And in a sense, 3 timeouts with that 2-minute warning limit.
Great note right there because it was the 2 timeouts. They get a 3rd one back. They still have a chance.
Let's go.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. take this one down to about the 40. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Two are going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll make this a 7-point game.
So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense, a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jerome Baker. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14.
31, Bengals 17. Jake Bailey set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Here we go, here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
60 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Here we go.